Okay, I'm here with Governor Gary Johnson of New Mexico, whose speech, I must confess, I missed due to a call of nature. But Governor Johnson, I see the rain kept away from your speech. Would you say it was been over?
Well, I think it's an important message. The message of fiscal conservatism and social tolerance. I think that's where most of us fall, and so I think that running for President of the United States, that number one, you've got to identify what the problems are. I think you've got to be able to identify the solutions that go along with the problems, and then I think you have to have a resume to suggest that you would actually doggedly pursue the problems with the solutions to go with them.
Now, as I recall, you impressed a lot of people during the one appearance you had during the Republican debates. Is there a rational reason, or was there a rational reason to exclude you from the others when you have 20 debates?
No, there wasn't. It was very unfair, and it was CNN really that cast all of this in stone. And basically what CNN did was that they said that you had to be at 1% in A, B, and C poll, and I wasn't in A, B, C poll. So if you're not in A, B, C poll, how do you get into the debate? And 8 months ago, CNN included me in their bi-weekly poll for the first time. In that poll, I was tied with Kane and ahead of Santorum and ahead of Huntsman, and they dropped my name after that poll, every poll since, without any explanation whatsoever. So that's unfair. That's exclusion in a way that no one notices.
Now, one of the things that has really changed over the last, I'd trace it to 2006 when the pork busters movement began, the precursor to the Tea Party, was that people really became interested in the pocketbook issue. It seemed that government spending suddenly moved people. What do you think caused that movement in the public?
Well, really, if you go back to 2006, I think what's important to point out is people bash President Obama's health care plan. It's not affordable. It should be repealed. But Republicans, when they controlled both houses of Congress, they ran up record deficits under Bush, and they passed a prescription health care benefit. So close your eyes, pick your party, they both spend money. They both spend more money than what we have, and they both have us in the predicament that we're in.
What is the solution to wean Congress off of spending? It's like your teenager who asks you for money, asks you for money, asks you for money.
Well, my two promises are, I'm making three promises, but one is I promise to submit a balanced budget to Congress in the year 2013. I promise to veto any legislation where expenses exceed revenue, and I suggest to you with those two promises, spending will be lower than any other possible scenario you could come up with.
Now, was that solution effective in New Mexico?
Well, I vetoed arguably more bills as governor of New Mexico than the other 49 governors in the country combined. New Mexico's 2-to-1 Democrat. I get re-elected by a bigger margin the second time than the first time by being a penny pincher. So it seems as though people really do care about good stewardship of tax dollars.
Now, the Libertarian Party, who it looks like you're going to be the nominee for, is the plan for the Libertarian Party to make alliances on the grassroots level, the selectman level, the state rep level, to build up, to bring forward that proposition of fiscal responsibility and socialist acceptance?
Yeah, no, I think that's what the Libertarian Party's always stood for, and in my opinion, both the old parties are just working themselves into obsolescence if they haven't already done so, and what's the alternative? Well, I think people are Democrats. I think people are Democrats because they care about civil liberties. That's historically what Democrats have always been about. I don't think they've done very well at that lately. I think that for the most part people are Republicans because they're fiscally conservative. Well, Republicans haven't done very well at that lately either. Libertarians happen to embrace both, and with a strict adherence to the truth, if you will.
And where can people find out more if they want more information about your campaign?
Gary Johnson 2012. Thank you.
Governor Johnson, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.